On today's wrestling news, Triple H is going into the WWE Hall of Fame again.
Asuka posts a series of concerning tweets.
WWE is planning a big Royal Rumble surprise.
And the Wyatt 6 Alexa Bliss confusion finally explained.
I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Michael Hamflett.
And this is the news, and only one place to start with the most deserving man of all time heading in to the Hall of Fame. Huge news this breaking overnight. Nice surprise planned by the boys. There's like a big town hall meeting within WWE, and The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Stephanie McMahon surprised Triple H. And subsequently, he said he was going to kill Nick Khan for setting all this up by announcing he is going to be the Class of 2025 headliner for the Hall of Fame. Mike Johnson providing some extra reporting on this from PW Insider, saying yes, that WWE's Chief Content Officer was caught off guard and got very emotional, and yes, then threatened to throw Nick Khan off the building. Obviously, that makes him a two-time Hall of Famer. He's already in there with D-Generation X, but now, quite rightly, he's going in on his own, more than deserving of this. A stellar career, 14 WWE and World Heavyweight Championships, a King of the Ring win, 2 Rumble wins, of course, one of those successful wrestlers in the company's history. And the Hall of Fame, of course, goes down the night before WrestleMania, Friday 18th of April in Las Vegas, Nevada, immediately after the episode of SmackDown, of course. Hoping to be there. It's going to be a hot ticket because this man is so deserving, and you know, he's given his heart and soul to the business, and I can't think of anyone who disagrees with this or thinks he doesn't deserve it.
Anyone on the next story, I'm like, no, you know what, I know what you're expecting me to do here, and I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. I believe that Triple H is deserving of his spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. Not remotely as a wrestler, have you seen his matches? But as a booker of NXT's golden era, and indeed WWE's current creative boom. There aren't many. Yes, he's had and has every single advantage afforded to him. And we'll put all the million caveats to one side.
Yeah.
He has overseen 2 of my favourite creative periods in wrestling history, full stop. And a lot of people don't even get one. So, genuinely, for that run in NXT, about 2014 to maybe 2016, then somebody sent him some PWG tapes and got a bit obsessed with that. But, the current, obviously, WWE boom, has absolutely left a mark. And, you know, all joking aside, virtually a 30-year wrestling career within WWE, and 2 of them were good. So, you don't even need to talk about Hall of Famers being deserving. It was always just been a place where, a wrestler gets to go to a show and talk about their career in front of a bunch of their peers and fans who want to see it. Nobody that is in that building that night will have a bad time listening to Triple H. And, I couldn't say that for about 5 years of Monday Night Raw in the early 2000s. You know, he's not even going to cut one of his 20, 30-minute speeches. All of those 20, 30-minute monologues over the years, the ratings just went boo. But luckily, nobody watches the Hall of Fame now, so they might actually go boo. Right, reversing the habit of a lifetime. Congratulations to the game, to Triple H. The man that has overseen, with the pencil over his ear, some of my very favourite wrestling moments until he put his tights on. Honestly, share your Triple H memories in the comments below, because there are going to be plenty of them between now and WrestleMania.
Yeah, and it's funny because everyone said, he's going to book himself to go into the Hall of Fame. And this was just a nice, genuine surprise. It was a lovely moment that his mates and his missus got together.
Yeah. I wonder who sits at the top of that table deciding who's going to go in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know, mate. That's not much above my pay grade, that is.
Can the OTJ get his scoop?
I'll try and find out. But just a round of applause from all of us here at WhatCulture. I think anyone in the office would wish ill will towards Triple H. So congratulations to him from all of us here at WhatCulture. I'll get the card signed and sent over, I assume.
It's likely going to make the price of the SmackDown / Hall of Fame tickets even more expensive. And if, as a result, you are unable to attend
what are you going to do?
SmackDown on a Friday night, well, we might have just the ticket for you. As part of the WhatCulture World Tour, we are going to be doing a live show in Las Vegas, Friday the 18th of April. Venue and ticket information to be confirmed very soon. But the only way to find out that information first is to sign up on the pre-sale link that we've got online on all of our various Twitters at the moment. There is ticket and venue information coming very soon. And that Vegas show will, of course, be the highlight of our first ever World Tour, as we take in Northern Ireland, Scotland and England with shows in Manchester, Belfast, London and Glasgow. So if you are in those cities, we are coming to them. WWE are, so we will be there too. This guy right here will be joining even more dates as part of the Sweet Chin Disco Tour that's going to be taking place on those venues.
A wrestling club night with Mark Henry.
With a new date added in Birmingham, I understand.
Yes, I'm coming home, baby.
The original Second City Saint before the Punker makes his return to Birmingham. Yeah, we're going to be in all those cities, not Birmingham, but all the rest of those cities, in conjunction with Sweet Chin Disco, ending our world tour in Las Vegas. Keep it peeled here for all the information and every other WhatCulture video we're going to be plugging.
Being in attendance in Las Vegas, Nevada, when I shush you so we can all listen to Triple H's speech.
We'll be having a great night in spite of that. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Obviously, keep it here. You know where to look for all the links that are going to be coming. If you want to be first to get the tickets, sign up for the pre-sale link and get all the information. But we're so excited to let you know all the next steps.
Can't wait. Awesome. Really, really excited.
Yeah, switching gears, we're going to talk about Asuka.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all very excited about a potential return. She's been on the injured list for a while. Not exactly sure when she's going to make it. Sort of in-ring return or indeed any sort of appearance in WWE. There's always rumours around Raw Rumble season, but this is altogether more serious and kind of just wanted to bring it to light here. She posted a series of tweets yesterday that had a lot of people concerned and was really just sort of highlighting maybe some of the things that a lot of wrestlers and public figures go through because the police have had to be called as a result of them. It was initially a tweet that's currently pinned to the top of her Twitter profile, so you can go and check it out yourself, at WWE Asuka. She says, "I absolutely reject any romantic or personal approaches towards me. There is absolutely no possibility for others to interfere in my private life." Seems reasonable enough, doesn't it? She then followed that up with, "Please don't have romantic feelings for me. It's meaningless, 100% pointless." And then last of the bunch, "I've been feeling in danger recently. I've already consulted the police. At this rate, even if fans approach me at the airport or in the city, I will feel the possibility that something might happen and it will scare me, making me unable to respond." Not that two idiots on the internet need to deliver PSAs, especially not males who have less concerns for our safety than many of our female fans and viewers and anybody that feels concerned. But certainly, read Asuka's tweets, and if you feel like you know somebody or have any sort of connection to the people that do hassle wrestlers or public figures on the street, knock it off. It makes people feel unsafe, and you don't want to read someone like an Asuka who is this performer that means so much to so many, struggling so much with these kind of things that she's had to go public with her problems.
Yeah, like you say, we shouldn't have to remind people. I'd like to think most of our audience aren't like that, obviously, and we don't need to sit here and say, don't be weird towards wrestlers, but in case you need reminding, they're just normal human beings that are famous and mint at wrestling. I hate hearing stories like this because, they love, you don't want to take away from their enjoyment of meeting other fans.
Yeah.
You see how much joy they get from interacting with people, whether it be online or in person or whatever. They shouldn't have to then go into those interactions with fear or stop them from happening whatsoever and take away opportunities, especially from kids and stuff who get to meet them and it changes their lives and what have you. My mate's son, he's a huge Asuka fan, and it's just a shame that there's a select few that ruin this for so many people. I mean, we're only a few years removed from that awful Sonya Deville story, obviously, of fans just taking it ridiculously far.
And those are the extremes it can go to, right down to the people that you see bombarding the wrestlers at the airports.
Yeah, just because they're famous doesn't mean that they can, have 24-hour security and what have you, and they still have to go, and especially wrestlers have to travel all over the place, and horrible to hear that someone is genuinely fearful and having to put out these statements. Yeah, awful.
Not great, and we obviously all at WhatCulture send our best to Asuka and hope that she's feeling safe, and at very least if she's able to make a return soon to go and get the, as you point out, the support of the people where she can feel comfortable and supported in a space where she is loved. Shout out Asuka, all the rest.
Moving on, of course, Asuka, one of the biggest stars from Japan that has made the jump over to Western TV. You've got the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura, Kazuchika Okada, and now another one looks set to pop up in the Royal Rumble this Saturday. Omos is coming home. He's obviously been in Pro Wrestling Noah, and to be fair, making some awesome headlines, winning titles, just drawing everyone's eyes to his massive frame. But now, Fightful Select have confirmed, PW Insiders report that WWE are planning on bringing in Omos for the Royal Rumble, which is, oh my God, 2 days away. His name has been discussed for the match itself, not confirmed he's going to be in it yet. but obviously he has been primarily used for media events and battle royals in recent years. There was an amazing clip I saw doing the rounds on social media just the other day about just showcasing, because we were lucky enough to meet him at Wale Mania a few years ago. He was lovely to all of us, considering he could just be like, out of the way!
Crush their heads with one hand.
Yeah. He is such a nice, humble guy, and you may have seen the interview with someone just, they do those like, oh, excuse me, you're an interesting person.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a bit about yourself. And he's like, oh, would you call yourself famous? And he's like, no, not really. And someone walks past and they're like, it's Omos from WWE. He is going to be an awesome presence in the Rumble. And, they've got a lot of big lads in there. Like, we've talked about the likes of Obafemi popping up in there, Jacob Fatu making an appearance, Braun Strowman, obviously. Whoever's in there, poor Rey Mysterio is going to have no bloody chance of getting him out of there effectively.
No, I think it's worth mentioning the other people are going to be in the Rumble with Omos as much as Omos himself. Obviously, he worked I think his last 2 appearances were Battle Royals, because he worked last year's Rumble, and then he was in the Andre before WrestleMania 40. So he obviously suits that setting. If you think last year's Battle Royal was won by Bronson Reed, and the idea is that you've outlasted a match that includes someone like an Omos. There is a story coming out the other side of it, isn't there? Jacob Fatu feels like a perfect example of giving somebody that impact statement elimination.
Or Bron Breakker,
or even one of the situations, like one of my all-time favourite eliminations, when in '96 you've got Yoko and Vader fighting each other, and Shawn Michaels just comes and goes, beep, and the fans like, the smallest guy just did that to the 2 biggest ones. Imagine the Punkers on a tear or something, and Omos and Braun Strowman or something start fighting over the ropes, and he's like, yes please, like that. So there's all sorts of stuff you can do with monsters in Rumbles, and I know there was some Pro Wrestling Noah fans that were devastated to see Omos been one half of the JHC Tag Champs with Jack Morris. Freeze frame. No, a different. Yes, that's that, Mark. No, but there was sort of as you say, a bit of a buzz. He was kind of a minor phenomenon. Some of it was memeified, but then there was a genuine sense that this move's good for everyone. So who knows? Maybe he'll head back there, or they'll think of other things.
It's nice they're doing something with him, isn't it?
Yeah, something that can help Omos develop. Ahead of whatever it is they might have planned for him, maybe part of WrestleMania season, who knows. He's a very unique performer, worth having on the
So big, how are you going to get him over the top rope?
It's
a question I ask going into every single Royal Rumble, and then I forget immediately afterwards how that happened.
I don't know how all these Royal Rumble winners have even done it, because they've got to throw 29 other people over the top rope and to the floor. Both feet have got to touch the floor,
Yeah, that's right. And if you win the Royal Rumble, you're going to go on to main event WrestleMania, and I suppose the rest of the wrestlers who didn't win the Royal Rumble would be pretty jelly regarding you winning that match. Speaking of which, we're doing a live stream on Saturday, myself and Phil Chambers, for the Royal Rumble.
Good, I can't make it.
Don't you worry, there's going to be some fun and games, and Kansas C4 probably. See you then.
Right, somebody else.
5, C4. Get ready 60 times.
Somebody else who has been subject to much speculation for the Royal Rumble is Alexa Bliss, and in line with that speculation,
I saw her tweet, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're not going to be in it.
A lot of people do be tweeting at the moment.
Jordan Grace. Actually, I've got a birthday that weekend.
Mum's birthday. Here's a plane ticket. So it's a screenshot with some dates on, so it must be true. She was rumoured to be.
I'm actually not doing the Royal Rumble stream now. I've just remembered I've got to.
Mum's birthday. Jordan Grace's mum's birthday.
I've got Jordan Grace's mum's birthday.
He's got Jordan Grace's mum's birthday.
But there's going to be a big surprise on Saturday.
So he's got Jordan Grace's mum's birthday, and he's babysitting for Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Why is she out?
She's also going Jordan Grace's mum's birthday.
Yeah.
It's a big pie. Everyone loves it.
AJ
Mama Grace.
AJ Lee's probably there if anything else. I don't know.
Punk teeth.
He certainly did. He certainly did. No. What was I saying? Alexa Bliss has been teased for the Royal Rumble and just teased for her return in general. And before the Royal Rumble teases, there was a lot of obviously speculation that she was going to be part of the Wyatt 6.
Yeah.
Having all the links to Bray Wyatt and speaking so fondly of him and how it was to work with him, and how her character sort of changes entering that universe. And this has all come at a time when the Wyatt 6 have been absent from television. They all sat down with the SmackDown GM, can't remember his name, and sat on the dotted line, got the SmackDown deals, but they've never yet appeared on SmackDown since finishing the feud with the Final Testament on Raw.
Pop on Miz TV or something.
Yeah, well, these two things seem to have kind of come together. Fight for Select to come through with a bit of an explainer on the whole situation. They've noted that the reason the Wyatt 6 haven't appeared on SmackDown yet is because one of them currently has an injury. It's nothing to do with the Alexa Bliss rumours or the speculation that she might be joining the group. There's an injury-related reason preventing the Wyatt 6 being on television. To elaborate, it is also said that Alexa not being back yet hasn't necessarily affected long-term plans for the faction.
Oh, okay, good.
So just because she's not back yet, it doesn't mean mean they might not do something together. Simultaneously, the injury is what's stopping things for now. And on Alexa Bliss, she posted a tweet where she's hugging her young child and she says, "If you need me, I'll be here for a while," with a heart emoji. Quite a bit of that kicking around on the old X-ski over the last few days. We'll see.
Oh, I'm busy, real busy.
We'll see. What do you reckon?
Actually, I'm going to a gig. I'm going to the Sea Life Centre actually on Saturday.
There'll be a lot of pictures of people in different places from. Where's the Rumble? Indianapolis? There's going to be a lot of people.
Go Colts!
But there's going to be people not saying that because I'd love to say go Colts, but I'm not in Indianapolis, promise. That story, Chris Jericho.
Here's me at the beach.
Spotting somebody taking his picture ahead of one of his surprise returns, he ran up to them and made them delete it from their phone. Get that now.
Either that or draw some hair on me in Microsoft Paint.
Make my muscles bigger. I'll post it.
Yeah, a load of bollocks.
They're all in it. They're all in it.
All the people who said they're not going to be in the Rumble probably going to pop up on Saturday.
20 plus 10 today, so we're ready for The Rock. Because what's 20 plus 10?
30.
And how many people are in the Royal Rumble?
Exactly.
So there you go. And when The Rock first called Roman Reigns a loser, he was holding up the 1. So that's 30 plus 1.
Yeah.
And he's going to be number 31. Sorry for busting your story wide open, but yeah.
What do you think about Alexa Bliss and her returning to do the White Six? Me and Andy have talked a lot about this, and I've said I prefer doing solo stuff. But
yeah, I think the Wyatt Six, the jury's out even on what happens to them next after quite a positive return. But I sort of feel like the move with Alexa Bliss is to have a brand new run, update the version of her that became able to stand out of the women's division. The door's never shut.
No.
She had a tag team with Nikki Cross, who was now obviously a direct part of it. You can always have her sort of maybe reload back to it. Do you know what I was really liked about the Bray Wyatt sort of hypnotic effect that he'd have on people? I liked how Xavier Woods was always susceptible.
Yeah.
Every now and then they would revisit his oh God, it's these guys. I end up in trouble with these guys. You could have them living completely different lives, and then Alexa Bliss for the first time encounters them is someone's coming back to me and I don't like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Get there down the line, but it's not something I need right out the gate. And if she does come back at the Rumble, I know that Def Rebelled it towards the end, but people want that live stream. So give her a proper music. That's how it goes, I think.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. We might get demonetised for nailing that so well.
Can't be putting Spotify songs on you.
But and Wyatt 6 finishing off the Judgment Day at WrestleMania, you said?
It felt like it was going that way, but again, that would need the LJDs to be getting over at SmackDown too, wouldn't it? So who knows? Who knows? I don't know what's going on with the Wyatt 6 at the moment. Not sure.
No.
Maybe they'll all enter the on.
Whoever's injured, get well soon.
Maybe they'll all win it together. He's going to throw any of them out. They just stand in the ring at the end. We win.
Yeah. Well, do join us for the
live
stream.
You think that, and then because it's a Friday night, obviously, when Triple H comes out, pedigree. I'm the Andre.
Forgot about that bit. Yeah. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on everything we've discussed and your favourite memories of the game, Triple H, in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, get your tickets, or not yet, you can't do it yet. Sign up your interest for the live show. And in the meantime, if you were going to rank every single Royal Rumble, what would you say? Shut up, because the list's here. Someone's done it for you. Bye.
Click it.
Go on. Just give it a little click. Go on.